Good morning, everybody. Look at that. I didn't plan that. Beautiful butterfly just landed. So, it's Bren from Kindred Acres. And no, I'm not showing you pineapple sage buzzing with life again. I have another topic today. Although this does always fascinate me. How many forms of life, how many different species are on this plant. We've got all kinds of hoverflies and pollinating flies and honeybees and 2 different species of bumblebees and butterflies and moths and all kinds of stuff on here. So cool. Look at this little hoverfly. See if I could get it. Oh, he took off. Anyway, let's stick to the topic, Bren. I am out here at our greenhouse clean out sale. See, we've got lots of goodies left, y'all. You gotta come check us out. And while I'm waiting for you amazing people, I am going to pick my tea mums. So these are Chinese chrysanthemums or tea mums. This species of mums is used for tea, and it's really delicious, guys. I mean, when I say really delicious, my body craved it, and the best description I can give you is like a warm, toasty flour taste. I know that sounds so bizarre, and it's like, I don't know about that, Bren, but I'm telling you, it is so good. It's just something that, I don't know, you can't really describe. You have to try it for yourself. And we will have plenty of these for sale. I don't have them at this sale, but we will have them at our spring sale. And this whole thing here is one plant. It's sprawled out over there, and it's actually gone all the way back there and all the way into there. And I started with a tiny little plant maybe just a couple months ago, to be honest. And that's how beautiful they get, big and spread and full of blooms, as you see. And we have multiple plants, so I'm excited. We're gonna have a beautiful harvest to dry and store. Now, they taste best fresh. I've actually, this is my first time growing them. I've bought the tea, tasted the tea, dried from store-bought, and it's good, but nowhere near as good as fresh. So we're gonna enjoy as much fresh as we can while it's still growing, but I'm also taking advantage and drying some for myself. Now also, when you dry it yourself, it's also going to be pretty fresh compared to store-bought that's probably been sitting on the shelf for who knows how long. So it's still going to be really delicious when you dry your own, especially if you dry them naturally, air dry on trays and let them dry to retain their oils versus commercial dehydrators and commercial forced air drying. Not that that's bad, because tea is still beneficial and good when you buy it store-bought, but when you can do your own and preserve every bit of those precious oils and beneficial properties, you're going to benefit so much more. And you can definitely tell the difference. So what I wanted to show you is how or when to harvest. So a lot of people think, oh, you know, you gotta wait for them to bloom, and you know, this is like not even fully open yet. You'd probably think, oh, it's not ready yet, but honestly, that's too open. You can still use these, but you want to get them just before they open. You don't want them at this size. This is too small. That's just a bud. And let's see, this is the perfect size. Right as they're about to open, this is when they have the most properties. So pop these bad boys off with your finger, just like that. These are good right here, look. So you just put your hand here, use your thumbnail, boom, pop it right off. Take your finger, nail, and it pops right off. So I'm gonna go around, look at all these beautiful ones ready. And so I'm gonna go around and, oopsie, I dropped one. Pop those off and harvest these and fill up my bowl, because we have quite a few plants, some over on the side yard in the tea garden and some in the back, And so I'm gonna fill this up while I'm waiting for all you wonderful people to come check out our sale. And then I am going to spread them out on baker's racks that are lined with flour sack towels, and I can stack my racks. That sounded funny. Yeah, so I'm gonna stack the racks and they will just dry naturally on their own. You want to make sure they are completely dry before you dry them up. So it's better to err on the side of caution and just allow them to dry for several weeks. Just so you're 100% sure, because how much would you cry if you spent all this time waiting for these beautiful buds and all that time harvesting and then all that time drying, and then they weren't fully dry and they mold in your jars. You don't want that. So make sure they are fully dry. Now I actually have myself a fresh pot of tea that I just made earlier. And look how gorgeous, golden color. And I just put just a couple buds in there. Oopsie, these guys kind of got stuck. Just a couple buds. It's actually more than I normally would put, but I was wanting it extra potent today. And this was full. I just poured some in my mug, so I've been enjoying it. And I'm just sitting here sipping that while I pick on this beautiful day. So I hope you consider growing these. There are a lot of benefits to this herb, to this plant. I'm not going to go into that today, but you can look up Chinese tea mums or chrysanthemums, tea chrysanthemums, because there are different species or varieties, I should say, of chrysanthemums. So you want to make sure you're speaking specifically about the tea mums. I'm not sure that all mums are usable for tea. I'm not saying they are, and I'm not saying they're not. I don't know. I've never really looked it up, because I know that these are. So this is my go-to for tea. So maybe if one of you guys know, you can pop some info in the comments below to let me know, and maybe I need to take some time to research that. But I do know that these definitely are. They're very beneficial, and so check it out. And if you are local to us, to Kindred Acres Homestead, we're in Clayton, North Carolina, just outside of Raleigh. Check out our spring sale. We'll have plenty of plants to offer to get you started on your tea garden. Hey, one more thing I wanted to add. So I'm over at my other mum patch, and I wanted to look it up really quick because I was curious if all mums are edible or used in tea, and I checked some trusted sources. Turns out they are. However, depending on the variety, they range greatly in flavor. Some of them are very bitter, and some of them are just not even palatable, and some are sweet. And this is one of those that are sweet. So I will put the scientific name of this exact one in the description below so that you can look for this particular one. And let's see here, we're running out of, this is perfect. This is the way I like them, right there, right before they fully open. I'll take them if they're fully open, you see, because they're pretty inside the tea mug, but they're not as potent once they're fully open. This is right here. This is the perfect. That's what you want. Those are the most potent. They have the most oils and medicinal properties in them. So I'm gonna keep going, pick from here, and then we have I don't know, like 3 or 4 more in the back. And as you see, every day we'll be picking, because look at all these buds. So by tomorrow, some of these are going to be opening and they'll be ready for picking. And then, we're just going to take advantage every single day that we have a free moment to just pick some while they're here, because soon enough they're going to die back for winter. So, okay, I wanted to share that tidbit, and I hope this is helpful for some of you, and I really hope you try that, try the tea try growing it yourself because they're so super easy. It's a plant it and forget it. That's it. They sprawl out. You can see, again, this is just one plant, and it sprawled all the way into my my camellia over there, all the way in there, all the way underneath and around back, all the way up the side over here. So they really like to spread and sprawl. It's all the way over here. There's one branch that kind of went this way, and this is just one plant. So try growing them. It's an amazing, amazing plant. You can also keep it tame if you don't want it sprawling this much. Just nip them off, and they're easy to propagate too. So okay, well, with lots of love again from Kindred Acres.